The biggest liability for us in California is the weather.
Yeah.
Because people will get upset about the fires and it's unfair and oh my God, and they spent $38 billion on illegal immigration. They spent $28 billion or something on a speed rail that goes nowhere. But you can't get water. You can't get water to put a fire out. They can't blame what's happened there on anyone other than the Democrats. They're paying the highest taxes. They have the highest home prices, the highest rental prices. You can't own a home there. You can't insure a home there. The highest gas prices, highest car prices, like keep going. The worst school system, the worst roads. So the Democrats are looking around saying, this blue thing is not working for the state, calling out all Republicans all the way to the national level. And the GOP.
Like the GOP.
Yeah.
Super PACs and all that.
PACs are super wealthy.
Right.
You guys, if we put our money and energy and resources and had a face, we could go grab the state of California. I'm telling you, it's for the having. We can have this thing. They are stealing the state. Folks, this is a land grab. This is a mafia organization. They're parasites on California. It's a total Ponzi scheme in California. They rape the California families of their taxes and then misuse the money for themselves.
You have no idea how excited I am about this interview. Kara Foster here at CPAC, just outside of D.C., at the Gaylord in Maryland, and I'm sitting with somebody that I got to fangirl over a little bit earlier today. The one and the only Grant Cardone, Mr. 10X himself, the man who inspires thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs to step up their game, to get things going, to put things in action. But you
got a 10X?
You got a 10X it, right?
Let me see how much you know about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question. You fill in the blank.
Oh, God.
Go big or...
Bigger.
That's right. 10X.
Well, bigger. So let me ask you this, because I got my fangirling out of the way.
Okay.
You were doing big things in the world, obviously. You and your beautiful wife,
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Elena.
Yeah.
You even have your daughter
My kids
doing
are-
stuff too. Like, I am so on board with that.
Yeah, thank you.
You've inspired me to do that with my children. They go on stage with me.
Yeah.
When I go speak, they do stuff, they tell their jokes. But you also want to make the world a better place, right? Like, you're not just out to make money.
It's my survival to make the world a better place. Everybody should want to make their world, their community, their neighborhood a better place because you live in it. Like, it's in your personal preservation and well-being. Look, I got out of a treatment center for drug addiction when I was 25 years old. And the only thing I worked on was, if this was me, I drew a little circle around me. And the only thing I worked on was what was in that circle until I could manage that circle. Yeah. And then once I could manage 36 inches around me, then I made it 6 feet and then I made it 60 feet. The next thing you know, I wake up one day and I got 1,500 employees and I'm in 7 states and I see California on fire and I'm like, I'm going to go back there and do something about it.
Well, I was going to say, if you are new to Grant Cardone, he wasn't born a multimillionaire, okay? This is a man who has done things himself with, of course, an amazing support staff, an amazing wife, and he knows how to build. But you came from humble beginnings.
Yeah, very.
Very humble beginnings. I think a lot of people think, oh, you just kind of inherited.
Yeah.
You're a Nepo.
You're a
Nepo. Yeah, right? And the fact of the matter is, you have humble beginnings. You've been there. You've done that. You got the T-shirt. And now you want to do something to, again, bring other people up. Not just in business, but now socially, economically. And rumor has it that you are running or thinking about running for a position in California.
No, I'm running.
You up?
First of all, I'm running up and down here. And I'm running up and down the state of California. I woke up this year. I had my goals that everybody sets their New Year resolutions. California was not on there anywhere. And then the fires January 7th, and then California became a priority for me because, again, like, if California fails, I think a lot of people in the rest of the world think, screw California. Folks, you cannot. If you got rid of all the other economies in the world, it would be America, California. If California rolls over, and it could, by the way, one of two things. It either busts financially because of these fires. It could be $500 billion. Easily. Could go to $1 trillion. This is bigger than the TARP bailout. Nobody's talking about this. Right. California has to be handled because if it rolls over, it'll roll over and create an economic tsunami effect on the rest of the country. Number one. Number two is if the Republican Party continues to just tap out and surrender and say, we can't win California if you continue to just give it to the super liberals.
Right.
Because it's not the Democratic Party.
Right. No.
It's these crazy liberal ideas.
The extremists.
The extremists. If you continue to tap it out, they're going to continue to export their to the rest of this country. What happens in California, and it has been for years, what happens in California doesn't stay there.
Oh, no, they're coming to Texas. They're coming to Texas. Yeah. We feel it. We see it. The traffic's changed. Some of the ideology is changing a little bit. Yeah. And look, I lived in California for a little bit. I went out there after I was on IMAS, met my husband there, had my babies there. What I see, though, and I hope that you can give us some hope, right, that people
I'm not a hope guy.
Well, I actually do hate the word hope. I don't know why I use that. I don't. But inspire us to think that the tides are changing because people are seeing now the veil has been lifted. They see what's happening. They see what the government has done and has not done. And they're like, we got to make a change. We got to step up and do something. And so are you seeing that?
Well, you see.
As you travel?
You said it right, 100%. They look around and say, okay, we didn't have water. We didn't have water in the reservoir. We don't have water in the hydrants. Look around. Go find a golf course that's ever been burned down. They don't. So these people, the liberals, the blues, the everybody, they're looking around and saying, wait a minute, why is Rick Caruso's stuff not burnt down?
Mm-hmm.
The Palisades burnt to the ground, but Rick's place was saved.
Coincidence?
Okay, you can't blame it on Trump. They're like, I want to blame it on the Orange Man. Mm-hmm. You can't, bro. He got nothing to do with it. Mm-mm. Okay, it wasn't the Republican Party. It wasn't the people of common sense. They didn't have anything to do with this. You guys have been in control. The liberal Democrats have been in control of California or out of control in California, running it into the ground. Okay, you literally have the most progressive state that's not progressive.
Thank you. So let me ask you this, because I mean, obviously, I have an idea of your political ideology now, but were you always conservative?
No, I was raised by a single mom.
Yeah.
We lived in Louisiana. We voted Democrat. My entire family voted Democrat. I voted Democrat until I was 35 years old.
Yeah.
And I could have quit when I was 25 because I was just hanging on to this idea because I was trying to get into the middle class, and I was trying to then hold on to the middle class. And then I was trying to get upper middle class, right? And I was believing these ideas I had been sold for 30 years.
It's pushed so hard.
Dude,
it's an indoctrination.
Yeah.
I try to defy labels because I'm bigger than labels.
Yeah.
Right? But there have been so many conversations with people who were raised Democrat for so long. And I think there are so many closeted conservatives now who just don't want to claim that label. Because, Paul Conte coined the term the League of Reasonable Voters. And that's where 70 to 80% of us are. Right? We're not extreme left. We're not extreme right. We want the best for our families, for our children, for education. We don't want to know what's happening in everybody's bedroom. We don't care if it's our friends who are doing it that keep it to themselves. Like, if that's not
I can't even handle my own bedroom. Why would I worry about what you do in yours, right? So
if it's not about that, and I think that is what the narrative has been that's been hijacked, that, Republicans, conservatives, they're just like these right-wing, crazy Christians who hate everybody. They're not really living what Jesus says. And they're just out to get everybody. When in reality, the people that I've met here, because trust me, this was one of the last places I ever thought I'd see myself.
Yeah.
Okay. I did grow up in Texas.
You fit in good here, though.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Because you know what? I am a free thinker. I am a critical thinker. I am somebody who appreciates hearing all sides. And I'm going to take that information and process it and not be persuaded until I see action. That's what I feel like you teach people. And you teach them how to step into their own action. And
you got to look for cracks and moments. Like if you're trying to get up, right? And I talk about the come up. If you're on the come up, and a lot of people are not on the come up. They're like, I'm good. I'm comfortable. Well, you're at risk. You will be on the come up again. If you're comfortable right now, trust me, it's just a matter of months or years before you're going to be like on the come up again, because anybody who gets comfortable gets it taken away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been on the come up my whole life. When you're on the come up, you have nothing.
Yeah.
You don't have any money. You don't have connections. You're not a country club person. Like you don't have credit worthiness in the beginning. You're on the come up. You have to look for cracks and opportunities. And this is why business people are so important to politics.
Yes. Yes.
Like if I was 25 years old today, I would literally use politics as a career.
Interesting.
Okay. Because it is a hack. It's a crack in the universe. California is a crack. It's cracked. There's a fissure. They can't blame what's happened there on anyone other than the Democrats. The Democrats can't blame it on anyone other than the super liberal rulership. So they're paying the highest taxes. They have the highest home prices, the highest rental prices. You can't own a home there. You can't insure a home there. The highest gas prices, highest car prices, like keep going on. The worst school system, the worst roads. So the Democrats are looking around saying, this blue thing is not working for the state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, and again, I'm calling out all Republicans all the way to the national level and the convention and I guess it's who funds these elections? Is it the GOP?
I know the GOP.
Yeah, I'm calling you guys out too.
And then there's the PACs and the super PACs and all that
PACs
stuff.
are super wealthy.
Right.
You guys, if we put our money and energy and resources and had a face, we could go grab the state of California. I'm telling you, it's for the having. We can have this thing. But people can't tap out. I've had a bunch of meetings about this, and people are like, the chances of winning that are so small. I'm like, that's why it'll work, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Because you already think that. You already believe
and
that.
They think it. See, the Democrats think it too.
You create your reality.
Yeah.
By what you think, by what you speak.
Yeah.
And I admire that about you. That is how I live my life. And I'm going like supercharged with that because, sometimes look, life happens.
Yeah.
You have, things that take you back a little bit, that knock you off a little bit.
They always will.
That's life. But the idea is that, look, anything is possible. And I think the greatest lie people have ever been told is they're not enough. And that not enough means that they think they can't have more, they can't achieve more, they can't do more. And that reality then transmutes into California.
Yeah. The biggest liability for us in California is the weather.
Yeah.
Because people get upset about the fires and it's unfair and oh my God, and they spent $38 billion on illegal immigration. They spent $28 billion or something on a speed rail that goes nowhere, but you can't get water. You can't get water to put a fire out. Okay. So people get upset about that. The problem is they wake up the next morning and it's like, wow, it's so beautiful here.
Right. They get distracted.
And they're hypnotized. Oh my God, I got it. It's so nice here. They are stealing the state, folks. This is a land grab.
Cognitive dissonance is so real.
Yeah.
It is so real. And the fact that you are out to wake people up, however we can support you here, please let me know. I got people in California. I got friends in California. I got some family there. Like I said, I live there. I have my babies there.
Yeah.
But I know that it takes a personality like yours. It takes someone with your energy, your mentality, and you're somebody who's going to make a difference.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make a difference for sure. So I'm going to spend the next 18 months trouncing that place.
Game on.
Waking people up, telling them the truth. And the truth is this, folks, you're going to go to 14.4%. That means if you make $1 million, you're going to pay $140,000 in taxes.
Wow.
To the state.
Wow.
If you make $80,000, you're going to pay $45,000 in taxes.
On top, half.
And you don't know where that money's
your
going.
Property taxes.
Yeah,
on top of the sales tax.
Yeah. So you're going to pay $9,000 to $10,000 a year in state income taxes. You're going to pay another $45,000 to the federal government unless Donald Trump gets rid of the IRS, and I think he will, by the way. And you'll go to zero on your federal, but you're going to be paying 10 or 13% on your state. Plus your payroll withholding,
plus
property tax,
plus
you can't insure your home. Like, it's crazy.
This is real talk, y'all. And this is what people need to hear.
And this doesn't bother the super rich. The super rich will buy more homes in Malibu because of this.
Yeah. Okay, so if you could offer any advice to the people of California.
If you're pissed off, number one, register to vote red today. If you're pissed off, not if you're Democrat, not if you're independent, not if you're a Republican, it doesn't matter. No, even if you're registered, register again right now. It sends a message for free. It takes 30 seconds to do this, and you're not committed to it. It does not obligate you to vote red. Take action, because Sacramento is going to get worried. The Pelosi family is going to get worried, and they're going to be like, we got to do something. But you're going to find out they can't do anything because they got these BS agreements with the Coastal Commission and the environmental groups. So they're going to be checkmated. We're going to lose our voters. Okay, so we got to go to We got to go undo these other deals, and everything's going to surface about what the real deal is. This is a mafia organization. They are parasites on California. It's a total Ponzi scheme in California. They rape the California families of their taxes and then misuse the money for themselves.
People have the power. Yes, people have the power. That is the message.
It's a free registration. It's not a recall. It's not legal problem. Just register red today, just for shits and giggles.
There you go.
Go register online. I'm going to vote red next time. And if you want to change your mind and vote blue, you can.
Boom. Well, can you hand me that book real quick? I just want to, yes. So I wrote this book. I'm going to sign it to you.
I'm responsible.
Because this man, if it wasn't for this man, and many of my dear friends who were like, Kara, just get it done. Get it out. I wrote, you can be perfect and you can be happy. Yeah. And I was sitting on it.
Is I don't even talk about being happy. I inspired her to write a book I don't know anything about.
Well, there's no such thing.
My wife tells me all the time, she's like, are you ever going to be happy? Probably not.
No. Well, here's the thing. It's not a constant. That's a caveat that people forget. Yeah. It's not a constant, but it's as individual as we are. And because of you and me listening to you for years now, I was inspired to just do it. Just get it done. And
I'm going to go, where can I buy this on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Good. I'm going to go buy one. I like to buy books.
I appreciate that. But I'd also like to sign one for you.
Huh?
I'm going to sign one for you.
Okay, good. Well, I'm going to buy it, and then I'm going to send it to you. And that way, I bought your book.
Listen,
and I supported it.
I appreciate that.
Of course, I understand.
Thank you, sir.
I totally understand.
So you have been a phenomenal guest. You are an inspiration, and I pray. I'm literally praying over you. I am. That this comes to fruition because we need people like you.
Everybody should add California to their prayers.
Yeah.
Folks, California is too big. It's too big. I'm telling you, this is not like, we don't want anybody to fail, obviously, in America, but California is so big, so enormous, so influential on your food supply. Yeah. 99% of all commercial produce comes from the state of California. If you eat it, there's a good chance it came from there. So pray for the state of California. Pray for my new friend here, okay? And pray for me, please. I need a lot of prayers.
Y'all, Mr. Grant Cardone, thank you for joining us. Y'all remember exactly what he said to do. If you are in California, just register. Register. It's free. It takes 5 minutes, not even of your time.
Go, hey, how can I register to vote in California? And if you have family members in California, by the way, they don't ask for ID there. It's against the law to ask for an ID. So
there you go. I don't know if it gets more amazing than this, but we will be back.
It takes two to party.
It does.
You know?
It does.